Your next paycheck can be secured with one repeatable AI routine that takes just 15 minutes a day. In this video, you will get the exact stack, the 3 critical filters that make you hard to replace, and a proof you can copy tonight. Miss one step and the paycheck leaks, so stay with me, because people who finish this leave with a system, not a theory. Subscribe to Smart AI Hustle for weekly AI playbooks you can use today. Here is the twist. Most people unknowingly skip the key AI paycheck step. In just 60 seconds, I will show the proof and the fix. Most people try to protect their income by collecting tools and waiting for luck. But hiring managers and clients do not pay for tools, they pay for outcomes they can verify fast. When value is vague or results are slow, the paycheck becomes optional. We flip that entire script by making your value obvious, your result visible, and your risk to the buyer near zero. To build a practice, run a simple daily loop. Finder, maker, shipper. Think of it as your operational heartbeat. Finder is where paid problems live. Job boards, client platforms, and company listings are your hunting grounds. Maker is your AI workflow, a structured prompt that turns raw inputs into a clean, testable deliverable. Shipper is a single share link anyone can open, with a timestamp and a tiny changelog. This isn't a proposal, it's a micro demonstration of value. When Finder feeds Maker and Maker feeds Shipper each day, momentum compounds. In a minute, I will give you the 4-block prompt that makes this run fast. Use a strict 15-minute cadence. This isn't about perfection, it's about repetition. Spend 5 minutes scanning listings for tiny repeatable problems like meeting summaries, research briefs, product comparisons, data cleanup, or podcast show notes. Pick one listing and move to Maker. Spend 5 minutes running your template to produce a mini deliverable for that listing. Then, spend 5 minutes packaging one clear view, a title, a bullet summary, and a short note on what changed. Repeat tomorrow. Remember, tangible proof always sells better than abstract promises. Now, let's apply the 3 replacement proof filters: speed, signal, and safety. Speed means time to first result is under 10 minutes. This is non-negotiable. Use the 4-block prompt. Context, constraints, structure, and scoring. Context states the business case, aligning the AI with the client's goal. Constraints lock tone, length, and format. Structure lists the exact headings a buyer expects to see. Scoring grades the draft against a small rubric, then improves anything below a 9. Signal adds verifiable elements a client can test in seconds. A 3-bullet summary, word count, numbered pros and cons, or 3 cited domains. These are objective markers of quality. Signal moves the conversation from belief to evidence and makes price conversations much easier. Finally, safety is a quick quality gate. Before you ship, you verify. List 3 non-obvious claims and label the source type. Spot check one claim and add the domain. Run a short contradiction scan for consistency. Lowering a client's risk raises the chance that a tiny test becomes repeat work. Proof always beats claims. Imagine 2 applicants chasing the same microtask. Applicant A sends a resume full of buzzwords, saying, "I know many AI tools." It's a claim, a promise of future value. Applicant B sends a single link. Inside is a 10-minute result, a 1-minute walkthrough, and a 3-step checklist. Managers instantly pick B. Why? Because the expectations are concrete, the first result is already done, and the risk of a bad hire plummets to 0. You do not need credentials. You need tangible proof the buyer can test for themselves. Today. Start by writing your paycheck promise in one single powerful sentence. Then, choose a micro-deliverable you can complete in under 1 hour with no fragile dependencies. This is your proof. For example, condense a meeting transcript into action items. Turn a messy article into a clean research brief with 3 verified sources. Create a side-by-side product comparison. Or generate 5 social media posts from a single blog article. Keep the scope incredibly narrow. This makes it easy for the buyer to understand, easy to price, and almost impossible to say no to. Here is the 4-block prompt that makes this possible. Block 1 is context. Name the buyer and the desired outcome. For example, you are an operations assistant preparing a 1-page summary for a manager who needs to make decisions in under 2 minutes. Block 2 is constraints. Define the tone, reading level, and exact length. Like 7 bullets under 120 words. This removes guesswork. Block 3 is structure. List the exact headings the buyer expects, like summary, key risks, and sources. Block 4 is scoring. Grade the output on clarity, actionability, and brevity. Then command the AI to improve anything below a 9. Save this as your master template so your first 10 minutes of work never start from zero. Here's a quick example, end to end. The Finder step. You find a listing for someone who needs meeting notes turned into tasks. The Maker step. You paste a sample transcript into your 4-block template. The AI outputs perfectly grouped tasks by owner and deadline, plus a concise executive summary. You add a tiny safety check to flag ambiguous dates or missing owners, showing you've thought ahead. The Shipper step. You wrap it all in a single, clean link with a timestamp. Total time is about 15 minutes. If you can do it once, you can do it daily, and daily proof compounds into trust. If this helped, hit subscribe and watch the full breakdown next. Let's run a final micro case. A podcast host posts a request for show notes with timestamps. Using the same loop, you clip the episode outline, feed it to your template, and ask for 3 highlights, 5 key quotes, and a 1-paragraph summary. To build trust, you add a safety footnote with 2 domains that inform the summaries. Then you ship a 1-page link with a clean layout. Crucially, you add a note on how you would turn this into a weekly newsletter in under 30 minutes. The buyer can test your work instantly. You didn't just promise, you delivered a result they can touch, and you've already planted the seed for the next step. This is how you turn a one-time task into a recurring client. Move from concept to action. This is where the system becomes real. Step 1. Write your 1-sentence paycheck promise now. Make it so small it feels almost too easy. Deliver in under 1 hour. Step 2. Build your 4-block prompt and save it where you cannot lose it. This reduces friction and makes speed repeatable. Step 3. Create a proof library with date, inputs, output, and a 1-line changelog. A stack of small wins beats one giant case study that never ships. Step 4. Set up a 2-message outreach system. Message 1 sends a helpful sample tailored to the listing, under 6 lines, ending with a question that invites a micro-test. It's a demonstration of value, not a sales pitch. Message 2 follows 1 day later with a clear price range and a tiny scope, such as a 10-minute test delivery. Buyers love small, low-risk tests that make a yes easy. Step 5. Track your hit rate weekly and adjust promise, sample, or offer. The data will tell you what to fix. Add simple guardrails to prevent common failures. If inputs are messy, use a pre-flight checklist that normalizes names, dates, and formats. If outputs feel generic, enrich the context block with the buyer's vocabulary. If buyers ghost you, shorten the sample and end with 1 precise question. Every 7 days, remove 1 step that slows you. This is your path to an elegant workflow. Here is a weekly cadence to build momentum. Monday, harvest 5 listings and ship 1 mini deliverable. Tuesday, ship a 2nd deliverable and log a 2-line changelog. Wednesday, record a 1-minute walkthrough. Thursday, send 2 outreach messages and log responses. Friday, review what was slow or confusing and remove it. This isn't about adding more. It's about ruthless subtraction. This is not about perfection. It is about speed to clarity and speed to proof. As proof grows, climb a value ladder. Start with 1 deliverable under 1 hour. Add an upsell that automates a recurring version with a basic SOP. Then package a monthly bundle with 2 check-ins and a predictable output schedule. This moves you from a one-off task to a small but stable income stream. Quick question that will shape the next video: which micro-task would you sell first for a fast win, meeting notes, research brief, or product comparison? Drop it in the comments. Your pick decides the tool stack I break down next. Let us close our loops. You now have the Finder, Maker, Shipper loop, the 4-block prompt for speed, signal elements that make quality visible, the safety gate that lowers risk, the 2-message outreach, and a weekly cadence that compounds. Keep it small, keep it daily, and let the proof pile do the selling. Recap: Finder, Maker, Shipper. That's the core loop. 15 minutes a day. Use the 4-block prompt to keep speed high. Add signal for quick scanning, add safety for trust. Build a proof library, one entry at a time. Send 2 message outreach, and review weekly. Each component reinforces the others. When you do this, you stop selling claims and start selling certainty. Subscribe, then tap the end screen to watch the full breakdown.